Public Yemeni #1.
Yo, what is up, man? Oh, man. I am back, bitches. Back from Bali. And, yeah, man, I had a really good time in Bali. But I'm back. And sorry I haven't had a chance to do the podcast. While I was out there, I brought my microphones, and then I lost them. I have no idea how that happened. But even then, even if I tried to go live there, I don't even know if the internet would be able to handle it. I mean, it actually, listen, man, it actually has gotten better out there. I mean, Indonesia's on the come up, but that place needs a lot of work, man. You know what's funny is when you go to a place like Indonesia and you're from the West, and you're used to the hustle and bustle of the West and how things here get done quick, right? You go there, man, bro, that place works at the slowest pace. There's no addresses. There's like names of locations, cross streets as an address, a little neighborhood village area thing. It's out of control. And then it's like, man, I'm about to pull the hair out I don't have anymore. I'm about to grow hair back out and then pull that fucking shit out. Cause it's interesting, man. Like it really made me realize that like I need to just relax. You know, cause like when I went there, of course, everywhere I go, there's a little business that I have to do. As I'm just like that. I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother was like that. She was all about business. You know, she was a baller, man. This lady was a baller. My grandmother was. She looked like Tony Soprano with titties. Yeah, picture that. And she had these like glasses that would tint in the sun. You know, she had this really like look on her face because she always had this anxiety because she was always constantly thinking about business and how to make more money. Like whenever we went to Bali when I was a kid, because my mom and dad were born in Indonesia, and my grandmother, there was no planes back then. This is like, man, 1980s. There's no airplane that you could take from the center of Java to Bali, so we would have to drive 12 hours. And it would actually take longer than that. We would have to stop and sleep somewhere because I think it would take almost double that because along the way, this lady would stop and do business. And, you know, so I did that because like back in 2015, I got smart and I invested a little bit of money in Bali. Since my aunt lives there, I can buy land under her name. You can't buy land if you're a foreigner. And the only way you can do it is you have to put someone else's name on there, so, an Indonesian citizen. And that's risky as anyone who's investing on the outside because the law in Indonesia is no foreign person can own land. If you want to own land, you have to get an actual Indonesian person on the deed. And, you know, that opens you up for some really messed up things, right? Because, like, somebody could sell you the land, right? The name goes on this Balinesian or in any Indonesian's name. And these guys could just be like, we never talked before. I don't even know who you are, man. This is my house. I just bought this with my own money. So there is that, right? That doesn't really happen a lot, but it can happen. But I was lucky I got my aunt. And I purchased a tiny piece of land. It's not even that big. Like, it's so small. I might be able to build like a 2-bedroom villa on it, you know, maybe get a swimming pool in there. I have no idea. But my point is, I got it 5 years ago, went back to try to take a look at it. and I went through my little map thing, and I was trying to find where I originally marked it, but I didn't mark it. Instead, I marked all these other spots at the time that I was prospecting. So I thought it was this one land. It wasn't. Then I got my aunt to get our driver, Pono, this guy who helps us around whenever we're there, to see if he can go and figure it out. And man, like when I actually looked at the paperwork, this is how the map was of the house. Okay, this is Indonesia for you. This is the map of the house. The map of the house is a hand-drawn picture with the pen. And all they did was they draw 3 squares, and then it said the middle square is yours. And then it had another drawing of a road, like, you know, just 2 lines. And in the road, you would think they would name the road. No, they just put in Indonesian road. That's Indonesia, man. And from somebody from the West, man, you just like, yo, you're effing with me right now. You're messing with my head. You're trying to play me, right? Like when I saw that map, I was like, wait a minute, did I get screwed over? But yeah, that's Indonesia, right? Even on the document, there's no address. So there's an official document from Indonesia. It's stamped, dated, looks official, no address. It's just this. And everyone I show it to in Indonesia, they look at it and they go, oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you talk to that guy. I think it might be that street. That's Indonesia, man. Blows me away. I'll never figure that shit out. But then finally I got, Pono to try to get some answers. And then of course, it turns out I got to wait another week. And that's it. So now I'm not there anymore. Still got to try to find answers. But one thing that I did find out about Bali, man, is that, white people are taking over, man. White people are taking over. Now, I like white people, but sometimes, man, I think when I'm traveling to exotic places, I kind of don't want to see white people. I see white people everywhere. Turn on the fucking TV, commercial, white people. Every TV shows, white people. I look out the window, white people. I live in an area where there's a lot of white people. Even when I go to Detroit, man, now it's getting cuter, white people. Old black neighborhoods sprinkled with white people. I go to Bali, it's all white people. It's funny, man. I left Los Angeles to fly to Bali only to be back at Los Angeles. That was it, man. It was just white people with European accents. That's the only difference. Well, there is another difference. The white people that go to Bali, they all don't know what they want to do with their lives, with the exception of the people that go there to open businesses, like my friend Paulie. I met him. He is dating one of the Indonesian comedians that was at the Bali Comedy Club. Shout out to the Bali Comedy Club. Thank you very much for having me, guys. I really appreciate that. Bali Comedy Club was cool because, when I was there in Bali last, there was no comedy club, and now there is, and it's dope. But Paulie owns Calico. A restaurant, he's a hustler. There's a lot of people that are coming in there, open up businesses, and they're hustling and they're making stuff. But man, the people that come to Bali though, the ones that are like, I'm gonna find myself in Bali. They read Eat, Pray, Love, and now that's it. And there's a part of me, the traveler, that's kind of like, come on, man. Like where I purchased my land, I purposefully purchased it there 5-6 years ago because I knew that this place was going to be highly gentrified. It was already starting to happen, like when I was first there. And it didn't even pop off yet, but you could tell because I live in Detroit. I'm from Detroit. I saw how Detroit changed. I saw firsthand, that Detroit was changing. Like when like when I went to the Cass Corridor, where people were always getting shot and killed, and the only reason you would go to the Cass Corridor is if you wanted to get crack or die. Right? And then I go there and I saw cops. We have cops now. Cute. Adorable. I think that's the cutest thing ever. And I know, living in Detroit, when it's time to invest, right? It's when you're at a place where people were getting stabbed and mugged, and then now you go there and you see a white girl running, and she's not running from anything, she's just running. Cute. So I saw it happening in Canggu, and I'm glad I invested. Now I went back to the land, I found it. Now I got to plan what I'm going to do with it, because this place has blown up with white people. Now, good for my investment. I don't know what it's doing to Bali in and of itself, but and the white people now that I'm finding out that are in Bali are a lot like Davina. Do you remember Davina, the girl that I had on my podcast who loves to drink her pee? Yeah. They're now in Bali. So now when I made a joke about drinking pee, and people were like, hey, people are drinking pee here. I'm like, no. Bali's supposed to be a place that I love. And I've been going there since I was 5 years old. There was no white people. I mean, there was, but not like now. And now they're drinking pee. And every cute white girl I meet there is confused, doesn't know what they want. They got way too much armpit hair. Like my dad's armpit hair. Like, I kind of feel bad that women have to, like, shave their armpit hair or their legs. Not to saying that they have to. There's no obligation, right? A woman is not obligated to shave her legs as much as I'm not obligated to want to have sex with her if she doesn't shave her legs. But that being said, a lot of hairy legs in Bali. You know the girl that you're talking to is a hippie that doesn't shower much. When you're talking to her and her arms are down, and while her arms are down, you can still see the fucking armpit hair coming out like tarantulas. Like, how is that attractive? Even I would trim my armpit hairs if they got that big. I'm just lucky I don't have that much armpit hair. I don't know why. I'm Arab. I'm supposed to have more armpit hair. But then I did take my 23andMe, and I might be 2% Chinese or something. So maybe I got really lucky. Yeah. So Bali was great. I had a good time. I want to share you some videos with you guys. Some of you might have seen this on my page. And just to give you a little background on this, back in 2013 when I went to Bali, there was this really cool bar called the Bali Rita, and it was really a cool bar. It was basically like a Cheers bar for me. Like, as soon as I went there the first time, I made fast friends, and it was the bar that I would always go to when I was in Bali. And just like Cheers, everyone knew your name. It was magical. When you're in the main city of Bali, Denpasar, actually Kuta, in Kuta, a lot of the roads there are also back alley roads. Like, when we think alley roads in the United States, we're thinking like, but not over here. These are like alley roads that are just roads, but they're just a little bit smaller than the regular roads, cobblestones. Well, this bar was in an alley, and it was really cool. And it was in an alley in an area that had a lot of businesses too. So, but yeah, I remember hearing all this like laughter as I was walking, and I saw this bar that was just basically on the flush wall of the alley was just this bar that was indented. So basically you're sitting at a bar, right, on this really busy, tiny little road where people are driving their mopeds back and forth or walking. And it was a really good time. And I met a lot of cool friends there. Lukman, who I caught up with, who's now married. He's got a second kid coming. Putu, who owns Unity Inc. He's a tattoo artist. And another tattoo artist, Donnie, who is this guy, man. He's a good friend of mine. But man, that guy, he is like, he's out of his mind, but in the coolest way. Like he used to be fatter. Now he's doing CrossFit and he stopped smoking weed. I don't know what's happening in this world, especially when you know who Donnie is, man. He's an Indonesian guy from Solo in Indonesia, Surakarta, where my mom is born. Heavy set, right? Tattoos everywhere. Shaved bald head, but his hairline on his head is all tattoos. So he's got all these tattoos all over his head. He's got a big eyeball tattoo on his neck. The guy looks like a person you should not want to be friends with. But he's great. He's fun. He's always a good time. But he looks like a type of guy that you should not talk to. And I'm proud of him, man. 2017, he opened up his first tattoo shop right in a really, really busy part of town called Public Enemy Inc. INK Inc. And I think it's genius. And you know, he's got a nice ass store, but when you look at him, you're like, this guy won't amount to anything. But that's not the case. The guy's crazy though. Listen, everyone's crazy, but some crazies can, you know, it's good crazy. Sometimes some people are crazy, but they're more crazy. They're more harm to themselves than they are to anyone else, right? And those are the type of people that I don't mind. Yet at the end, like before I left, he loves to be crazy. So he's crazy who loves to be crazy. Even when you see how tattooed he is, when I show this video, he just loves to be crazy so much that he has Hitler as a lock screen. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I like this guy. It's powerful. I'm like, you're just trolling me, man. I hope you're trolling me. Anyways, so haven't seen this guy since 2017. Was that 4 or 5 years? And right when I walk up, there he is going, hey, man, my friend next to me, he's got a really big hog. And I just bet this Australian girl 500,000 rupiah that his hog is the size of this bottle. This is what I'm walking into. And you know what's funny is like when you think about it, you're like, these guys are just doing this to be funny. But no, they're literally trying to make money. That's how hard it is in these streets. Hold on. I'm with my boy Donnie, Indonesian tattoo artist extraordinaire. My boy, I've known this guy for about 7-8 years. Look at his face. He owns Public Enemy Inc.
Oh, I got a friend from Australia. She loves and this little guy have a with this size of bottle that this guy got big, but she didn't believe it. So I make a bet with them, 500,000. And now he's watching porn.
And he's watching porn.
Is that what he's doing right now? Are you really watching porn?
This surprised me.
See?
I was like, he's actually watching porn. So they're actually putting this into effect. And I was just like, okay. Because at first when people start doing shit like that, I'm just like, okay, bro. You just trying to be funny? And I was there for about 2 hours. Hung out with them for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And, you know, here he is about an hour later sitting on the couch still trying to make it happen. And to me, it's just like, this just shows how hard life is in Indonesia, man. That 500,000 is going to come in so handy to these motherfuckers. And I'm just trying to find out how much is 500,000 rupiahs real quick. I want to find out. Let's put into perspective how important it is for them to make this money. $33. $33 American dollars, man. 2 hours trying to get you. Now, listen, I don't think the problem or the question is, yo, why? I don't think the question is, why are you trying to get your hog hard for $33? That's not the question I want to know, or I think should be of concern of anyone there. I think the question that should concern everyone is like, why are you having a hard time getting it up, bro? The kid looks like he's like 19. When I was 19, man, you just say the word breasts and there's a hole. I'll rip a hole through my jeans, bro. Man, there's something wrong with men today. And then, this is my favorite right here. Right, like about 2 hours into it, all of a sudden he says he's got it. He's got it. He's ready. So you see him with his pants down. I'm cutting back to Donnie. He's laughing his ass off. So he snaps a picture. He's all smiling. He's happy. Yeah, bro.
He lost it.
He lost it.
Come on.
He lost it.
He's back there.
And he's sitting back down.
Bro, he's coming. Oh, get the bottle, get the bottle, get the bottle. And then he's going. Fucking intense here in Bali, bro. It's intense. It's hard in these streets to make money, man. This is what you gotta resort to right here.
Yeah. So I gotta. All right, I gotta switch it before we see the porn, otherwise I'll get banned. I don't know about you, but that makes me go, man, it feels good to be an American. Motherfuckers are struggling, bro. But at least they're struggling in a fun way, right? There could be worse ways to fucking do this. You know, I did a video earlier, and I really, really wanted to, like, kind of talk about this, too, because, like, I was trying to do a video with this Reading Rainbow song, and then I really did think about it. I'm like, why do we have the letter Q, K, and C if they all make the same sound? It fucking blew my brain. Still right now where I'm thinking about it. Because like now I'm trying to think about all the different type of things you could spell. But then if you use a different letter, right? Like many people on the video were just like, yeah, how about cunt? And it's like, yo, if we spelt cunt with a Q, it's cute now. It's funny. Because you could do it, right? Like if you put a Q, Q-U-N-T. Cunt. It's still cunt. K-U-N-T. Cunt. C-U-N-T. Cunt. How about cock? Q-O-Q-K. Yeah, see, that's a hard one. That's one where I'm like, man, maybe C does need to be there. Because let's think about that, right? Because there's a word where they're using C twice and then K. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Let's really think about it. Okay? C-O, another C-K. Why? Why? Okay, if you were to put C-O-C, cock, same shit. What are they doing? I think that white people made the English language confusing to confuse black people, keep us keep us down. He said I spelled cocky. Well, yeah, because I said why. Why is a question. Oh, my cat is here. I just found out my cat is stupid. Did you hear her? You know you're stupid, right? Come here, buddy. Yeah, people here want to hear what you have to say. So, how come you don't know how to use the doggy door that I bought? Huh? Are you stupid or are you just lazy? Huh? Now that I got my cat back from my mom because she moved back to Indonesia, now I got to think about who's going to watch my cat. It's getting frustrating. But other than that, the thing that really pissing me off is this cat is cute, right? Come here, buddy. This cat's cute. She's cute as fuck. I love her, right? She's adorable. But I just found out you're stupid. You're so dumb, girl. You really are. I got a screen on my door over here, and it's got the little and I put a little doggy door in the screen. Bought it, cut the screen, put it all in there, and it's great. So now I can close the screen, still leave it open, and she can go in and out the door all she wants. Man, she looks at that door like a dog looks at me when I tell a joke. It was like I tried to get her in and out, even when I hold the door open. I literally hold the flap open, and she just stares at me. She waits for me to open the screen, then she comes in. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I thought you were smarter than that, kitty. You're supposed to be smarter than that. What was I just talking about before my cat interrupted me? Shit. Q, yeah. Q, K, and C do not belong. And we just need to get rid. Okay, if we were going to do one, which one do we keep? I say we keep Q. Nobody likes Q. Nobody likes Q. Q is in my name. ESHAQ. And I realized I had to like call myself Mike from Detroit or something because no one's going to be spelling my last name. The Q throws people off, man. You know, in America, we barely use Q. We barely use it so much that on the keyboard, it's all the way on the left. It's like you got to like, you know, do the Parkinson's thing with your pinky trying to reach it. Nobody uses Q. I think Q got to go. Q's got to go. K gotta go too, man. I think we just keep C, cause K is just a gay Q. K, I'm here, K. Even when you look at K, it kind of looks like it's striking a pose. You know, it's got both arms up, flaring out one leg, ready to strut. I say C. C, and then if we have any other type of words that have another K sound in it, I don't know. Like what? Yeah. So, to me, I say we just keep C. So, cock is now COC. Cocky, who? COCCE. Maybe somebody who with an English degree can like explain to me. I'm like losing my freaking mind over something that I'm too dumb to talk about. But that's all right. It's all about learning. Oh, man, I got to start doing this at the top. This week I am in Las Vegas at the Stratosphere Hotel at the LA Comedy Club in their brand new Dragon Room. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm doing a college gig in in near Albany, New York, in a school called Cobble Skill. Man, I talked to all these other comics. They keep telling me what these college shows are like. Man, it looks like I'm gonna get canceled, bro. It looks like they're easily offended. I did talk to the Verzi triplets. Shout out to the Verzi triplets. They're triplets that do comedy together. They gave me some good advice. They said, you got to be, some of these people are very timid and can't be coming at them really hard and be nice to them. I'm going to have to let them know I own a cat at the top. That's one thing I find out about the way I look, man, and something that I have to keep reminding myself whenever I go into these rooms that are kind of like hipster, light liberal, woke crowds, they are, like, I have to pander to them at the very top. I have to, because I look like a bully, right? And then my voice and everything, I kind of look like a bully. But now I got to go there and be like, hey guys, I have a cat. Oh, he has a cat. Oh, he rescued the kitty. Oh, and girls are confused and they don't want to have sex with him, but he still keeps the cat. Oh, and then they're like, okay, fine, tell us about your pedophile joke. That is where I'm at. Well, guys, I do got to get going. I was really hoping to do this a little bit longer, but I got to be somewhere at 3 o'clock. I'm glad that I'm back doing this again, because for a second, man, I was feeling like, damn, I don't like not doing the podcast. I like doing it every week. And I might be going and putting stuff up even more often now that I have this set up. Let me know. Would you guys be cool with like 20, 30 minute clips that I can like drop maybe another time? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to try to definitely do that. But I'm glad to be back, guys. This Wednesday I will be in Vegas. This one is going to possibly be dependent on the Wi-Fi signal that's in the hotel. Should be pretty good. We shall see. If not, I'll just drop an audio one. But like I said, Las Vegas all this week from 9/5 to 9/11. Jesus Christ. I got to do a show on 9/11. I got to write a whole new set. And other than that, thanks for watching the podcast. Thanks for listening to it. You guys, I'm hearing the listeners are growing, and I really appreciate that. Also, anybody listening in Detroit, October 9th, Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, 7 p.m. Myself, Ahmed El-Kadri, co-headlining with Michael Schertzer, the pro-Palestinian Jew headlining. It is going to be hilarious. Get your tickets now. I can't wait for it. And until then, guys, I will see you next time. I think next podcast will be Wednesday. And who knows, I might even drop one even sooner. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you. Take care. And to all the girls in Bali, shave your armpits.
Public Yemeni #1.